Hello, Colin.
How you doing?
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Cassam.
Nice.
Tell us about your character in the film Testament of Youth.
Victor Richardson is one of Vera Britton's friends. He's good friends with her brother, Edward, and Roland. They all go to school together. And Victor's very much, I think he's very taken with Vera, but things don't quite go that way for him. And so he's caught along on this kind of love triangle in a way. And he's very much part of the area, of that time, and that's what this film is about. It's about what it meant to be young in a period where your youth was denied you, and that's what it's about. I think you're seeing very different perspectives on how these people dealt with that under impossible circumstances. Victor eventually, did lose his sight after being drafted into the war, and ironically, he was denied being drafted into the war because he had poor eyesight in the first place, and it's such a horrific irony that he loses his sight. And I think it's a testament to their bravery, their endurance, and I think it's lessons for the youth now to learn from.
How do you think the youth of today will react to it then?
I think it's about confronting things that you don't know, things that you don't expect. I think we think World War I. We think the men fighting. You think battles. You think explosions is the first things you think in your head. You forget about the battle that happened at home, Vera's battle. You don't immediately think of the psychological battle that went on. That, I think, is something that is highlighted hugely in this film, and I think youth of today could possibly benefit from knowing that. Things don't always come so easy, and things could easily be taken away.
And you mentioned, obviously, your character goes blind in the film. How did you go about, working on that role, and how important was the authenticity in that and in other aspects of the film?
Very, very important. I'd actually contacted the Blind Veterans UK, which is a fantastic charity. I didn't realise until I'd spoken to them there's so many blind people in the UK who haven't availed of their services. And so if there is anyone there who knows anyone who is blind and haven't, I really urge you to, because they'd be fantastic help, I think. But they were fantastic help to me. They really took me on board. I went down to their centre in Brighton, and they took me in as a blind person. As soon as I came in, they blindfolded me. They took me in and took me around the building as they would any other resident, to their workshops, to their gym, to the kitchen to make a cup of tea. And it was very important for me to occupy that headspace and understand exactly what it was to be through, to lose your sight. And to talk to people who had recently lost their sight and who had lost it, during World War II. And it's hugely valuable to me as an actor to research it, but as a life experience as well, it was pretty unique.
And in terms of your work on television beforehand, what are the challenges that you face doing something for the big screen as opposed to that?
We shot this so quickly. It felt on a par, I guess, with a television schedule. But I guess what the difference was that it was over a much condensed period. I guess with a television series, you've got a 13 episode arc to kind of sustain over. This you have a 90-minute or 120-minute film to do it on, so a much shorter space of time. So it's a lot more condensed.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.